Y'all, I am not feeling well. I think the dude that was sitting next to me on the plane was sick, and he got me sick. And you know that daggone airplanes smell like sneezes to me, or breath or something. And it was like I kept smelling like, breath, but I like contributed to, okay, he's an old white man. Old people always like farting. You know what I'm saying? Like the older I get, the less I can control my flatulence. Not to be, sorry if some of you guys eating like McDonald's or something, my bad. But I just attributed to, okay, he wasn't feeling, that he had some flatulence, right? But then when I got home, y'all, oh my God, I laid down in the bed, felt like 13 niggas fought me in the face. Oh my God, it was just bad. Like right now, I feel terrible. And I haven't felt like this in a long time. Like I haven't caught a cold in a long time. I mean, like literally 5 years, maybe 10. Because once you learn the difference between sinuses and a cold, you're good. Like mostly I struggle with sinuses and not colds, but child. All right, so enough talking about that. Let's talk about this. Hey, guys. Hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Periscope, Twitter, Spreaker, and support me on Patreon and Nayrob on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment respectfully, and subscribe. Now, again, I want to reiterate, please like my videos because it is a huge proponent in your success here on YouTube. Okay, so y'all just liking the video just means a lot. Plus, you let me know if you like me. Even though it seems like some of y'all just be commenting and laughing, joking, and forget to like. But anyway, let me say this. I didn't do the the Queen Supreme Court recap video last week because y'all know I was out in Vegas. My bad. And this Monday, she's going to be in New York. So there will not be a Maddie video Monday night or Tuesday morning for it, whatever the case, right? But as soon as it's uploaded on Patreon, then I will give you the review on it. But let's get into the nitty and the gritty, right? So let's do some updates with Wendy D. Williams. Okay. First of all, I'm liking this new Wendy. Is it me? Am I the only person that's like, oh, I like this bitch. I like this hussy. Like, I like the Wendy that's jiggling all over the place, wearing her, her shirt unbuttoned all the way down to her stomach and bouncing and jiggling them boobs all over the place. Wendy, bitch, I know you got an old breast job. I know when you was out for them 6 weeks, that was because you got them boobs redone. I see you, girl. I see you. But nobody else noticed it. But them breasts look a little smaller and they look a little better. They looking better now. They looking less like, two gorillas in the jungle making love type thing, right? But anyway, I love this new Wendy. She's very confident now. She seems to be taking this situation with Kelvin / Dave / Kevin and Sharina, the big booty Judy from the P.D. Boblo video. She seems to be taking it well, and it seems like she was ready, or like she had been preparing herself mentally to be ready to move on, right? One thing good that's coming out of it is Wendy and Charlamagne the God are kissing each other in the mouth again. Not literally, but they are reaching out to each other, or he reached out to her to say, Wendy, let's go out and have dinner. Not so they can hunch afterwards, but just because, it'd be good to catch up with old friends. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think when Kevin put a wedge between Wendy and Charlamagne the God, I really believe that hurt them both. And because Wendy is such a supporter of her husband, she just, I want to say, like, she struggled. Like, behind the scenes, she really didn't like the fact that she had to cut CTG off. And I believe that hurt CTG. Now, do I believe they were screwing all over each other? No, I don't believe it. Unless they, popped a pill or something one day and then something happened or something like that. But do I think that they was having a sexual relationship? Hell no. I think that Charlamagne the God looked up to Wendy like she was his mentor. And when that relationship broke, I believe it hurt him. Right? But now he's in a good place. He's in a real good place. Plus, on top of that, y'all, why they fired Kevin? Not why they fired Kevin, but they fired his ass and they gave him, what was the bonus? Was it $30 million or the, what is that, severance pay? When they fire your ass and they want you to just get on. I told y'all, ladies, when you got some money and you got an old no good nigga in your house, pay his ass to leave. If he a no good nigga, you know he a no good nigga. You know he ain't working. You know he ain't doing nothing but driving your goddamn cars around, spending up your money. You know he's old no good nigga. The best way to get him is to offer him no good nigga. If I give you first and last month's rent for your new apartment, will you get the fuck? All no good niggas gonna say, hell yeah, I get the fuck, because they no good niggas. They gonna weigh it. Stay with her and she don't let me drive the cars no more. Don't buy me shit no more. Or, take this first and last month's rent and I, just bring in the new hoes that I've been fucking anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like pay the nigga to leave. So Wendy paid his ass $30 million to get the fuck from round here on the Wendy Williams show. And child, why they were saying that the damn team over there at the Wendy Williams show was over there celebrating, eating cakes, cookies, and pies, child. I said, ooh, they hate that nigga. But like the lady who did my interview said that he had a terrible, terrible attitude. Charlamagne the God, terrible attitude. The dude who was on Tasha K show, who was his name? Avion, terrible attitude. That shit is synonymous with that dude, that he got some issues and his attitude. And I told you, it's like all them men with them 2-inch with them as one of my subbies say, them chittling pickles, they just be real angry at life for some reason. Child, now let me move on. Hold on. Let me move on. Okay, so speaking of no good niggas, so I don't really mess with media takeout, but let me say this about media takeout. That if it's plausible, then I will talk about it. And this shit with Porsha Williams and her dude is plausible. So when they got together, the guy, what's her baby father name? I don't know. His name is Porsha baby father. When Porsha baby father, Hot Dog King, that's what I used to call him. When the Hot Dog King used to live in his condo, he sold his condo and he moved into Porsha's house. Wrong. You never, ever do that if you're a man. Now, if you're a woman, you want the nigga to move into your house so you can have more control, if you're a controlling woman. But if you're a man, you don't want to move into the woman's house because she's going to be telling you what to do, dummy. And what happened is exactly what is happening. What is happening is Porsha is looking at him going, excuse me, Porsha's baby father, when the hell are you going to start paying some rent around here? And Porsha's baby father's like, wait a minute, I know you don't expect me to pay, like, the bills around here. I can't afford this shit. The Real Housewives of Atlanta got you looking pretty good. You was going to have to pay these bills around here anyway, if, I was here or not. See, I'm telling you, that's what them old dirty niggas do. They hit you with you was going to have to pay these bills or not. But the source who told Media Takeout that Porsha is paying 90% of the rent. Who did not see that coming? Don't you know that is the biggest trick in the book? Do you know how many times us women done got G'd up messing with some dude that bought us all kinds of gifts in the beginning, child? And for real, all he was doing was like, child, just I don't know where he was getting the money to do it from. All I know is he did the shit in the beginning, and then your dumb ass bring him into the house thinking that he's going to spend money on your bills, and then you found the biggest trick in the book. Bitch, he don't like you enough to spend no money on your bills. He don't like you enough. But what he will do is sleep in your house for free. Shit. Now, moving right along. Chugga-chum, chugga-chum. So, since we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, do you know, also from media takeout, that the rumor is, and I believe this to be true, I only talk about media takeout when I feel that it's true, right? So, or plausible, as I say, or possible, whatever, right? So, they're saying that the girls of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know, the ones that's left, are going to take a pay cut in order to give Tamar the biggest contract on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I believe that's true. I believe that the only thing that can save the Real Housewives of Atlanta is Tamar Braxton. Why? Because her fooshnicknickigans will always be reality TV gold. Now, let me tell you how this works. Because one time when I was working for the state government, what happened? The state government came to everybody and said, listen, we're going to have to fire like 266 people. And we was like, oh, shit. You know, even though my job was secure, it was just a point of they were like... So instead of us firing people, everybody's getting furloughed. Everybody's going to take a pay cut. I remember that shit. Child, I didn't get a raise for years. Do you hear me? Years. That shit was crazy, man. I didn't have to. But anyway, that's what happens in real life. Real talk. Hold on, guys. I got to sneeze. Instead of firing the staff, what they do is just the entire staff take a pay cut to either help people keep their job or some other foodschnick and stuff. And the thing with Real Housewives of Atlanta is they want Tamar. Do I think Andy want Tamar? Hell yeah. And he's willing to give her whatever he wants because he refuses to let the Real Housewives of Atlanta go, despite the season being the worst season of all time history, child. Now, right quick, the question of the day is this. So, you remember I talked to you about Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina supposedly hunching around, right? But I was thinking about this. How do you feel about a married woman or a married man being friends with the opposite sex single? Because in my mind, you know, we all know that Will Smith, he's supposed to be having all these, you know, little rendezvous everywhere, right? I'm not surprised. He's a Libra man. But how do you feel with a married person being friends with a single person of the opposite sex? And they're both attractive people. I'm telling you, me, now, would I be, initially, if it's not a problem, then it won't be a problem. But will I from time to time run up on my wife and be like, what the fuck? Not about the opposite sex, let's say a film. Like with my wife, if she hanging out or she come in the house and, you know, I see something, I run up on her and be like, what the fuck was you doing? Because sometimes, like I told y'all may have to like punch your mate in the face just to keep the relationship spicy. You know what I'm saying? I've never done it, but I will run up on my wife quick to let her know that she can get the whole nigga if she wants it, right? But to me, I don't know, Jada. I'm old school. You cannot have a straight male friend, especially not football head August Alsina. He's an attractive man. Your husband is cheating on you. The only reason why you should be friends with a single man is if y'all fucking. And that's all I got to say about that. But let me know, can you, as married women, have a relationship with a single attractive man and your husband be fine with it? I tell y'all husbands this: if your husband is fine with you being over there with an attractive man as friends and y'all going to have drinky poo together, trust me, that motherfucker cheating. Trust me. And I put that on everything. Now let's end it with this. Oh my God, this cold is fucking killing me because these sneezes. Hold on, guys. Whew. Oh my God. Okay. So then let's take this back to 2016 to a young man named Tyrell Williams who got punched in the face by Katt Williams. I said to myself, Who in the fuck get punched in the face by Katt Williams? Don't you know a 9-year-old knocked Katt Williams out? Y'all don't remember when that 9-year-old beat Katt Williams' ass? I mean, was this planned, Tyrell? And then this is my thing. Like, if I was a man, there is no way that I could literally go to a court and say he whooped my ass. Like, something in my soul just could. Even as a woman, I just couldn't go to the court, stand before the judge and say she whooped my ass. Real talk. Because from how I do things, if she whooped my ass, then that means that every time we see each other, we need to fight on sight until we get tired of fighting each other. I'm not going to bring the laws into it. Unless it was something like, you know, a hospital bill came out of it and I want the bitch to pay. Something like it. Like if my teeth got knocked out, as much money as I pay for my teeth, I'm going to go back to the court. I'm going to go to the court and I'm going to be like, Your Honor, the bitch wrecked my teeth. My teeth cost me $10,000, Your Honor. That's just as much as my ass did. So for all you motherfuckers that still be, you know, like it's a little troll account out here that's like Officer Nayrob's butt job, something like that. The shit is hilarious to me. I told y'all when I seen it, I fell the fuck out. But you need to do Officer Nayrob teeth too, because that was also $10,000. But I digress. No, it was only $7,000. I take it back. So when you know, if my teeth get knocked out, then I have to go back to the court, tell the court, you need to make this hoe pay me for my teeth, man. And matter of fact, I want the best teeth I can get. So I need, you know, restitution from this situation. And it's going to be about 25 G's to get me the teeth that I want. I want some good old Cindy Crawford teeth. That's what I want. Some good old Cindy Crawford teeth. And I don't want the motherfuckers at the top to just be straight. I want the top and the bottom to be straight. I want my shit to be flawless. I ain't trying to have my teeth looking like, what is Jess Hilarious's old boyfriend named Chris? Look here, Chris. I know you may be in your feelings because Jess Hilarious dropped you off. Plus, she said that you stole money from her. Okay? I know you may be in your feelings about that, but let me tell you something. Them damn teeth were a devastation. You are too handsome of a man for you to open your mouth and your teeth to look like that. Do something. You are never too old to get braces. Do something to your teeth. That shit looks terrible. That shit looks worse than barnacles. Do you hear me? Jess Hilarious ex-boyfriend, do you hear me? Do you know how hard it is to wake up every day and see somebody whose teeth look like that every fucking day? You want to just tell them you ain't never think about braces? Never? Like your mama ain't never look at you? I mean, if you have Medicaid, I mean, they from Baltimore. I'm sure they have Medicaid. If your teeth was that fucked up as a child, Medicaid would have fixed that shit. Child, anyway, guys, tell me what you think about Jada Pinkett and August Alsina. And remember this. The same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Deuce.